Hey everybody, this is RJ on Prophecy. I know it's been a while since I've last done a video, but I am back to making videos. Now, to the believers out there that have knowledge of prophetic events like the rapture of the church knows that there's a huge debate going on whether the rapture is pre-trib, mid-trib, or post-trib. Now, everybody is entitled to their own opinion and have different beliefs regarding the coming of the Lord, but the book of Revelation is in chronological order. You know, it's not all mixed up. It's in chronological order. It's in order. All right. So believers must go according to the scriptures. Now, after Revelation chapter 3, the church is no longer mentioned until Revelation chapter 19. All right. Now, in Revelation chapter 4, verses 1 and 2, John looked up and saw an open door. So, in other words, he saw a portal. He saw the opening of a portal in the shape of a door. And then he hears a loud command telling him to come up here. Now, I believe that is the shout that's what Jesus will shout in 1 Thessalonians 4:16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God. I believe that's what Jesus will say. And there's believers that debate about that, and they say, Revelation 4 is not about the rapture and stuff like that. So, but I believe it is. Now, in Revelation 4:4, who are the 24 elders? I don't hear a whole lot of talk about the 24 elders, and we should talk about the 24 elders. Who are the 24 elders? Now, John, he describes the 24 elders, and he pretty much gives it away, who they are. They have thrones, so that makes them rulers. They are seated around the throne of God. Okay, so that is royalty. That's assisting Christ at his throne, and they're dressed in white raiment, and they have crowns of gold on their heads. Now, when it comes to white raiment, read what Jesus said in Revelation 3:5. He said, "He that overcomes will wear white raiment." They will wear white raiment. And then you read about the 24 elders in Revelation 4:4, and John said that he saw the 24 elders wearing white raiment. And then the crowns, the believers will receive crowns immediately after the rapture at the judgment seat of Christ. And you can read about that in 1 Corinthians 3, chapter 3, verses 11 through 15, and 2 Corinthians 5:10. So, the 24 elders are the church. Now, there's people that would disagree about that, but the 24 elders represents the church. Now, in Revelation 5, chapter 5, verses 8 through 10. Now, this is the clearest indication in Revelation chapter 5, verses 8 through 10, which says, "And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps and golden vials full of odors, which are the prayers of saints. And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain, and hast redeemed us to God by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, and hast made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth." Now, when you read verse 9, it says, "And they sung a new song." I mean, it's a song about redemption. Who else will sing about being redeemed by the blood of Christ? The angels wouldn't sing that, because Christ didn't die for the angels. And the 24 elders, they're not a certain group of spirit beings. No, that's the church. That's the raptured saints singing the fact that Christ has redeemed them to God by his blood. I mean, nobody else will sing that but the raptured saints. Okay. Now there will be another group of believers that will arrive in heaven in Revelation 7:9. These are the tribulation saints. They made it to heaven through death. They made it to heaven through martyrdom, by being killed, by dying for their faith. The tribulation saints will serve Christ day and night, and Christ will take care of them. You can read about that in Revelation chapter 7, verses 13 through 17. All right, so the pre-tribulation rapture is the correct doctrine. I know many people would be so quick to disagree and try to argue and all of that, but no, the pre-trib rapture is the correct doctrine. There are two groups of believers in the Lord Jesus Christ. The raptured saints, which is the church, which is the bride of Christ. And then you have the tribulation saints.